Hi, welcome back to my channel. Right now I have my phone pointed to my new Kindle Fire. What am I here to show you today? Well, I'm kind of stuck in bed because, as some of you know, I had a bad fall and everything hurts. My back hurts, my knee hurts, my foot really hurts, um, and a couple other areas like my shoulder and my right hand. So yeah, I took a pretty bad tumble. Well, guess what? Kindle dropped 4 new devices. And then this was there too. This is the new Kindle Fire 2024 version, 8 inches, which is very, very similar, but a little bit faster than the previous version. I believe this is the Kindle Fire 12. Now, the new Kindle lineup, so there is the Kindle Colorsoft. There is the Kindle Scribe. That's the 2024 version. There is a new Kindle Paperwhite, and then there's a new Kindle e-reader. There are previous versions of some of these models, the 2023 Scribe at 16 gigabytes or 32 gigabyte premium Scribe. But if we're just going to talk about the new Kindle lineup, we're looking at the Colorsoft, the Kindle Scribe, the Kindle Paperwhite, and the new Kindle. Now, many of us who are avid readers, because, this channel is called what? What's my channel called? It's called Bibliophile Puzzler. I am the Bibliophile Puzzler because reading is my primary hobby, not jigsaw puzzles, but I just don't share a lot of my reading content or things to do with my reviews on this channel. I know that I should, but I just don't. But now that I'm in bed and I made a decision, I'm really happy with that decision. So I'm at an awkward angle because I have my Kindle Fire on a boom arm on my nightstand. But I'm going to clip this little device, which I will list in the description below. It's a page turner. Okay, you see it's on currently. Okay, and I'll show you why I have this on here and why I chose to put my Kindle on this boom arm. Now, when the news dropped that there were going to be 4 new Kindles, I immediately put the Kindle Colorsoft in my shopping cart on Amazon. I do have Klarna, so I could have split it into 12 payments, and it could be arriving, I think, as early as today. But I went in a different direction, and that's the reason I'm making this video. I went with upgrading my old Kindle Fire, which had a crack across the screen, but kind of like a windshield crack. Once the crack had been in there a while, it started to expand on the right side, so I got like $5 or $6 for that. But I also traded in my Paperwhite, and I could have kept my Paperwhite because, this page turner thing works on everything. Paperwhite, Scribe, and Oasis. Well, Oasis has buttons. Your iPad. This is a page turner. It works on any device. And the reason that it works with any device, of course, I have my auto shut off to save battery, is it has a little remote. And I'll demonstrate the remote to you in a few moments. Now, what I do is I put it on my wrist and just hold it in my hand like that, and I'm totally reclined, and I can turn my pages. Now, the reason that I decided to go for this device versus a Colorsoft, a Kindle Reader, a Scribe, or the Kindle Paperwhite, which, like I said, I already had a version of the Kindle Paperwhite, is because I wanted to read all of my books on one device. Yes, I have the iPad mini right here, which is just on a page. I have the iPad mini here, okay? I have an iPad Pro, I have an iPhone. But why did I want this? Because I am a reader. Yes, the Bibliophile Puzzler, if I haven't already mentioned that. So, let's get into some of the things that this does. We're going to go to a folder that I called Books, and I simply have 5 items in here. I have Kindle, Audible, Libby, Hoopla, and NetGalley Shelf. What's important about this is the Kindle or the Amazon OS does not have every Android app. And I'm not going to say exact numbers, but for hundreds of thousands of Android apps, there are thousands of Amazon apps. So what happens to those other hundreds of thousands of Android apps? Well, I have a little file I put on my phone called AP Cure. Okay, AK Pure. I always mess that up. And once you install AP Cure, let's get rid of this. It always gives you a little ad, but that's okay. I don't mind that at all. Then you can download Android apps that you can't download on your regular Kindle. So it's kind of like sideloading. They used to call it jailbreaking, but it's sideloading. So with AP Cure, I was able to put two things that I really need, which are NetGalley Shelf and Hoopla. The Kindle app the Amazon, of course, has Kindle. It has Audible. It even had Libby. But I had to go get Hoopla and I had to go get NetGalley Shelf. Now, I am a book reviewer, and because I'm a book reviewer, it just went to the book because that's the book that I happen to have open. Let's close the book. I am a book reviewer, so because I am a book reviewer, I get advanced reader copies, as you can see. And I wanted to be able to read my reader copies quite naturally. And I did not want to read on the iPad. Yes, I could have kept the Kindle Paperwhite I had, but I wouldn't have been able to access my review books. And this is only a small selection of them. Now, I use this also for the Kindle. Because, it's a Kindle Fire. And this is the book that I'm currently reading, Mystery at Lockley Grange, and it went to the page I'm on. I'm going into chapter number 16. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you is with NetGalley Shelf, for anybody that's interested in book reviewing, if I go to this particular book, and yes, it's a few steps, and it's not as quick as a higher end device like an iPad or a Samsung Galaxy. Okay, so now it's having trouble connecting to this. Oh, I'm off of Wi-Fi. Did I shut Wi-Fi off? Yes, I did. I must have tapped that. That's my mistake. Let me wait okay, Wi-Fi's back. That was weird. I must have hit something. So let's say I wanted to work on my puzzle while I was reading Mystery at Lockley Grange, right? I go into it, and it's not on the right page because I'm reading it from the Kindle app. But let's say I was on this page. I just have to tap the screen, hit those three dots, and then I hit read aloud, and I have it set for the UK language.
Confident with the obligatory first class Oxbridge degrees. One was something senior in the civil service, the other a judge. I'm afraid I don't miss
Okay,
very much.
so
Perhaps not a quote for your article. She hadn't seen her cry when.
I like my books read faster than the normal cadence of speech because my brain processes it better when it's faster. So if I were interested in listening to my review titles, as you saw, I can use this. But because I'm in the mood to just read, simply read, then I'm using the Kindle app. Now, I had briefly mentioned this little doodad and a little remote. Okay, let's see if I left, it might have timed out. So once I set it, I had to hit it twice because it did time out, which is saving battery or saving a charge. I can turn pages just like that. Now, I am currently laying down, okay? Literally, I am laying down right now, holding my phone on a selfie stick, but I'm laying down and I can simply just read and turn the pages. It doesn't get any better than that for me. Everybody's preferences are different, but for me, this works like a charm. And this little device with its accompanied remote works on any device that you have. Now, there's something else that made this Kindle Fire a necessary addition to my collection of tablets is I already had a piece of glass, a glass screen protector from my previous Kindle here in the house. So when this arrived, I put the screen protector on it. It's glass, just like on my iPad. You can see how you can see me? Yeah, because it's glass, right? Which it kind of mirrors it, okay? So that also gives it a gloss or a glare. So I decided to try the glass first on this Kindle Fire. And then, after a few days of reading, I went and put on a matte screen protector, which you can't really see, but you can hear it. You hear that? That's matte. What is the benefit of this? Whether it's bright daylight or dark at night and I don't have any lights on, I have no glare. If it's dark and I have lights on, guess what? I still don't have any glare. If it, like I said, if it's a bright sunny day and my curtains are open, I don't have any glare. If my large screen TV is on while I have a book open, I don't get any glare. Now, that's why I went with the matte screen protector. But let's get back to my question that opened this video. Why did I choose a Kindle Fire over one of the new Kindles that were dropped on Amazon? Well, I don't know if we can do this. Silk browser. So if we say Kindle 2024, you can see the various devices and colors. Okay. By the way, this Kindle Fire is this green right here that you see right there. So you have your Kindle Paperwhite, you have a Kindle Reader, you have the Scribe, you have the Oasis, you have the new Colorsoft. And look at this one here. This is what I wanted more than anything. It's beautiful, right? But guess what? It's $279. That's okay because you can use, as you can see, no, we don't want it. It's AI is asking if I want the summarized page. I could have used Affirmed and paid $20 a month for it, and that wouldn't have really hurt my pocketbook at all. Okay? But I wanted to use my Kindle as a tablet when I need to, not just as an e-reader. Now let's talk about expenses. I had a Kindle 8-inch, exactly like the same size and everything, but it had a crack, and the crack started to grow. I had the Kindle Paperwhite, which was in perfect condition, but I decided to, since I needed to upgrade my Kindle Fire to replace the broken one, I just used the trade-in value that I got off of the Paperwhite and applied it to this Kindle Fire. So the Kindle Fire itself, if we go back to the store, oops, I think I went, oh, I did. Okay, so let's just do this really quickly, show you some quick math. Kindle, I was hoping that it would come up quickly, but Kindle Fire. All right. Now, of course, there's a 10-inch Kindle Fire, which I had, but I didn't like it. It was too heavy, so I gave it to Tony, my husband. So this is the one that I have that my husband has now, which he uses every day. As a matter of fact, he took it to work, and he's listening to audiobooks while he's at work. So if we scroll down to the Amazon Fire, that's your 7-inch one. Here is the one that I bought. Okay? Let's see how much of this you can see. And I got that green right there. I didn't want the plum color. It's $99 or $18 a month using Affirm. But because I sent in 2 Kindles for trade-in, I got it for $20 off of the sale. So this was $79. And then I had the trade-in values for my other items. So I'm paying $6 a month for I think it's 8.5 months. And I have this Fire HD8. that I can use as a tablet if that's what I want to do. But again, it's not my main device, but it's a very useful device because I am an avid reader. Now, as I have mentioned many times before, if I am working on a puzzle, I am going to want to listen. And again, that's all I got to do is press read aloud,
Confident.
pop in a pair of headphones,
Degrees. One was something senior in the civil service.
and there I go.
The other a judge. I'm afraid I don't
Okay?
consider very much, though that's
You
perhaps
can
the
pause it,
thing.
you can put a sleep timer on it, you can increase the speed, decrease the speed, change the pitch, change the volume, you name it, you can do it. So if you haven't already jumped and pre-ordered the new Kindle Colorsoft or one of the other Kindle readers like the Kindle Scribe or the Kindle Paperwhite, and you have other apps that pertain to reading that you want all on one device, then I recommend this Kindle Fire 8. And this is just me talking to you as a consumer, not even as a reviewer, because it's just for my own edification. But as I'm sitting here using it, and I don't think I showed you this yet, I may have showed you, but as I'm laying here reading this book, and I think I'm on chapter 16, so let me get back there. As I'm sitting here reading this book, I'm thinking, I wonder if anyone has done what I've done. Saved themselves nearly $200, traded in any unused Amazon devices in their house. Like if you have old Echo devices, like an Echo Dot you're not using anymore, you can get $5 for any Echo Dots. Or if you have like the Echo Clock like I have, and the sky's the limit. You can do pretty much anything to bring down the cost to this to be way less than $100. And that's how it was for me. So I don't know if this will be any value to you, but the purpose of this video is this. And I may have said it once before, but I'm going to say it one more time. If you are a reader and you were really enticed to try one of the new Kindle devices, check out the new Kindle Fire 8. And in case anyone's interested, the stats on that, this doesn't compare to an Android device like a Samsung or a Galaxy tablet. It doesn't compare to an iOS device like one of the iPad minis or the iPad Pro or even an iPhone. Because if you look at the storage, it's only 32 gigabytes with less than 15 gigabytes free. But I put in a 512 gigabyte card, which I'm barely using any of right now. And you can go up to 1 terabyte. But I decided not to go up for 1 terabyte because I will never fill this. And I can say that with confidence because I have always used a Kindle Fire. The old 7, the old 8, the 10-inch one that I thought was too heavy after dropping it on my face once or twice when I was reading in bed. And I'm like, Tony, do you want this Kindle? It was perfect. It's a 2023 model. Nothing wrong with the Kindle Fire 10. But this Kindle Fire 8 just meets all of my needs. And as far as a little bit more as far as stats, it has 3 gigabytes RAM. Now, I could have got it with 64 gigabytes of storage, with or without the ad screen. If you don't want ads on your screen when you shut it off, if you don't want this screen to present an ad, it's an extra $15. And I don't like the ads. I don't care about the books because my books are chosen from my library or they're chosen from NetGalley. And so the stats, like I said, don't even think that you're going to compare this to a high-speed device. You're not. But if you want something that you can have as a dedicated reader and you don't want to go to the line of the new Kindle devices that the e-reader does this, the Kindle Paperwhite does that, the Scribe does more, and the Colorsoft does a bit more. But those prices just get higher and higher and higher and higher. Whereas this one, Your base price is $99. Trade in any Amazon devices you have in your home. Once you make that trade in, you automatically qualify for a $20 instant rebate. At least I did. So it brought it down to $79. I used Affirm, which is this right here, and I'm paying less than $7 a month until it's paid off. So I just thought I'd show you that. Now, here's the question. Are you a reader? If you watch this channel, The Bibliophile Puzzler, so you know that I read. If you're a reader, what is your Kindle device that you use? And my second question is, were you excited about the new Kindle devices that were dropped, I think today? So if you're looking at these 2024 Kindles and you want to upgrade or change, yes, the Colorsoft looks great, but guess what? There's a cost. There's a cost to getting this beautiful Colorsoft one. I'm not sure where it is, where it's going to scroll up. But the cost is dots per inch, okay? You get 300 dots per inch. Again, this is not a deluxe item. And the new Colorsoft, which is right here, gives you 150 dots per inch. So you don't have crisp text. And I think, in my estimation, in my opinion, I think this text is nice and crisp, nice and sharp. You can see that. So can you imagine that this being at half the resolution at 150 versus 300? So I'd love to know if you have a Kindle, whether it's a Kindle Fire, a Kindle Colorsoft, a Kindle Scribe, a Kindle Paperwhite, or a Kindle Reader. Which one did you choose and why did you choose it? Please share with me those thoughts in the comments below. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you with my next video.